What?
I said that's more than likely true.
I do. I honestly feel, and that's not to say being a binge drinker is a good thing.
Yeah, no, because there are repercussions, and you're paying for that now. Where the brain after a long period of time of blackouts, it forgets how to create and store new memories. And that's something that AJ is dealing with now. My heart is something that I'm dealing with because of my cocaine abuse. It's not something that you can do just to play around with for a short period of time, because there will be repercussions in the future. And please keep that in the back of your head every time you think of trying something new, every time you go out and get yourself trashed and think it's fun. Because guess what? You're not invincible. Your body will let you know sooner or later that you did some damage. Anything to add to that before I get into other possible symptoms of an alcohol use disorder?
Nope, go ahead.
A blackout is one possible symptom of alcohol use disorder. Other symptoms include drinking alone, problems at work or school, including tardiness or absences and lower quality of work, intense cravings for alcohol, withdrawal symptoms when not drinking, financial problems from consuming alcohol instead of paying for important things like rent or food. Other health problems associated with alcohol, including stomach problems, liver issues, weight gain or rapid weight loss, thiamine deficiency, kidney problems, and more. Lying about how much or how often drinking occurs. Drinking far more than 7 beverages per week. Fortunately, if a person seeks to help to detox safely from alcohol and enters a rehabilitation program, many physical and mental symptoms will improve or even reverse in some instances. Early intervention is the best way to ensure the highest degree of recovery from the physical effects of alcohol abuse. AJ?
I just believe that it is dangerous to think that once you quit drinking, everything is going to be all hunky-dory and everything is going to get better depending on how much you have or how much damage you've done. And you're just going to have to accept these things for exactly what they are and realize that you did the damage. You can't blame anybody else for the damage but yourself.
Correct. Even if you think that it's all fun and games in the beginning, if you don't watch how often or how much you drink or use recreational drugs, it will cause damage down the road. And that's what we're trying to put out there. Don't think that recovery is just for us people that have done it for years and years. The best time to get into any sort of recovery is when it's early, when you're starting to think maybe this weekend I won't drink. And yet you find yourself drinking. That's pretty good indication that you might have a problem, guys. And the long-term effects are like AJ and I said, it's amazing that we're still alive. And we're still paying for it. Thank goodness for health insurance, because without my doctors, I would have been in the gutter a long time ago. You've got to be very careful with not only the amount you consume, but how quickly you consume it. It's just as dangerous. Everybody thinks it's fine and dandy. Let's get smashed before we go to the bar so we don't have to buy so much. Have you ever actually thought about how much you spend at the bar that you think you're saving so much? Because when you're already plastered and then you go to a bar, you're still drinking the same amount. Sorry. Wake up. It happens. You think you don't need it, but guess what? You're gonna do it anyway. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem with alcohol. And I'm not talking alcohol abuse. I'm talking about just, having that six pack before you go out so that you don't need to spend so much when you're out, and you end up spending the same amount of money as if you didn't have a drink before you left. AJ, anything to add before I close out today's show?
The best thing to do, and this is going to sound very quirky, but if you're not sure if you have a problem, is go out to the club or go out to the bar and try some controlled drinking. See if you can have just one or two and then leave. And chances are, if you can't, there's a problem.
Exactly.
People don't realize, a lot of people don't realize that there is a problem. So the best way to figure that out is to go out and, like I said, try some controlled drinking and see where that lands you.
On that note, we're going to close out today's show. Everyone, please have a blessed and happy week. Be mindful of your partying. I got to put that out there. We will be back next week with a brand new show. We'd like to thank TB Roofing and Construction LLC in Largo. They specialize in roofing, brick pavers, and home improvement, and Rainbow411.com for being co-sponsors of the Pit Stop at gshradio.com. See you next week, AJ. Love you. Bye.
Love you too.